Effective client management starts with setting the right expectations and boundaries. By communicating clearly from the outset, you prevent misunderstandings, avoid scope creep, and establish a professional working relationship. One powerful tool for achieving this is the Personal User Manual. A personal user manual is a document that outlines how you work best, your preferences for communication, and the boundaries you expect to maintain in your professional relationships. Think of it as an instruction that helps clients understand how to work with you effectively, and by sharing it at the beginning of the project, you reduce misunderstandings and streamline the collaboration process. But how does a personal user manual help with managing expectations? It sets communication norms. Clients won't be left wondering when or how to contact you. By establishing your availability and preferred methods of communication from the start, you avoid unnecessary back and forth. It also prevents miscommunication. If clients know that you respond to emails within 24 hours or prefer written feedback rather than the phone calls, they are more likely to stick to that, which streamlines your workflow and reduces anxiety. And it reduces the need for constant clarification. A user manual eliminates the need to remind clients of boundaries during the project, as it's all laid out clearly from the beginning. So what should you include in your personal user manual? Start with introduction. Briefly introduce yourself and your working style. For example, hi, my name is Yuri and I strive in organized, well-structured environments. Here is what you can expect when working with me. Next, work hours and availability. Clearly state your working hours and when clients can expect you to be available. For example, I typically work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. EST, Monday to Friday. I check emails twice a day around 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you need to reach me outside these hours, I'll respond the next business day. Next, state preferred communication channels. Specify how you prefer to communicate with clients, like via email, Slack, or Zoom. For example, I prefer email for day-to-day communications, but I'm happy to schedule Zoom calls for larger project updates or discussions. Next, response times. Let clients know how quickly they can expect responses. For example, I aim to respond to all emails within 24 hours. If it's urgent, please indicate that in the subject line and I'll prioritize it. Feedback process. Outline how you prefer to receive feedback. Example. For project feedback, I prefer consolidated comments in one document or email. This allows me to address everything efficiently and ensures nothing gets missed. Work process and deliverables. Give clients a clear idea of your work process from initial planning to final delivery. Example. Once we've agreed on the scope, I create a timeline with clear milestones. I'll provide updates at each stage and require approval before moving forward. I use project management tool like Trello to keep everything organized, and you'll be invited to track the progress of your project in real time. Set your boundaries for urgent work. Mention if and how you handle rush projects. For example, I can accommodate rush projects, but they will incur a 20% surcharge and need to be discussed in advance. Include also anything else in additional information that will help the client work smoothly with you and even connect better on a human level, such as your interests and hobbies. For example, I love reading books. One of my favorites is The Little Prince, and I definitely know the difference between a hat and a boa constrictor digesting an elephant. Okay, you have your personal user manual, but how to use it? Share it at the start of the project. When onboarding a new client, send your personal user manual along with the project contract or scope of work document. This sets the tone for a professional and structured working relationship from the beginning, and refer to it as needed. If a client starts pushing boundaries or needs a reminder about your availability or the revision process, you can politely refer them back to your user manual. For example, as mentioned in the personal user manual, I'll be available to discuss feedback after 9 a.m. tomorrow. And practical tip, keep your user manual concise, no more than 1-2 pages, and professional, but still not too geeky. Of course, depending on the niche you're working in. Clients will definitely appreciate your transparency and clarity.